How and why you should utilize social proof when it comes to email marketing. Social proof is basically a strategy which allow you to build credibility and trust with your future subscribers and your future client, because you utilize social proof as a form of a leverage to reviews, testimonies, other people's opinions about your products, your company, and things like that. And this will allow you essentially to convert more people in the future, because you have people who went through the experience of trying your product, your company, your service, which make it easier to sell to other people in the future compared to companies and brands who don't have access to as many reviews, testimonies, and case studies, which make it harder for them to sell. But why is it harder for them to sell? Because they don't have the social proof to show people they're able to do what they said they could do. And by having more of that, it makes it so easy to sell, so easy to convert, and so easy to convince people. If someone told you he could help you do something and he showed you the reviews and the case studies and testimonies of how he went about and why did you do the things he did, who was so happy about the outcome of his service, you're more likely to buy compared to a person who's explaining all these things to you but doesn't have the testimonies, the reviews, even though on paper his product sounds amazing, sounds great to buy, but it's the reviews, the testimonies, the social proof which allow you to leverage credibility and trust with the people. And the more you spend your time building social proof, case studies, reviews, and testimony, the more you're gonna make it easier for yourself to sell. If anything, your social proof will sell the product for you, and you don't have to do all the heavy lifting of weights that you used to do in the beginning. That's why it's so important to incorporate social proof in different ways and things like that. How do you provide and help people see your social proof, and how do you incorporate it? First, you want to identify your sources of social proof. Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it YouTube? Is it Amazon? You want to basically collect all these different reviews and testimonies, and you want to create a case study explaining your product, why you do what you do, how do you do it, and the reviews and the people opinions, the positive ones that you received. And this will help you create a compelling case study, because you're not only explaining what you do and how you do, you have people telling people their experience of their product, of your product and service, which is very beneficial. You want to use user generated content. There's nothing more powerful than having a customer, a client giving you a review in video, because this literally is better than writing format. This is better than pictures and things like that, because first, it shows that your client loves your product so much he went as far as recording a video and talking about your product, compared to most people will be willing to give you a review, writing, and things like that. A video will take you a further step. And if you have a lot of user generated content of people giving you reviews on your product, it's gonna be easier to sell compared to pictures, text, and things like that. Even though you should utilize them combination of both, but you definitely utilize user generated content. Also, make sure you select the most compelling reviews and testimonies, and be specific in the way you utilize it. For example, if you're writing an email about weight loss, you don't want to use testimonies that deal with people who ended up building muscles. You want to focus on other reviews and testimony on people communicating about the fact they lost weight, fat. So you want to make sure that whatever you're writing and whatever you're sending in terms of email actually fits in with the review and the testimony that you want to provide. If they do not match, it's going to be harder for you to sell it or convert people to it, because you're not connecting two things together as opposed to connect two things together correctly.